Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talent Talk Community Spotlight.
Well, good morning, Christy.
How are
you
you?
doing today?
I'm good, a little tired, but I have my coffee here. I'm starting to wake up and get ready for the day. Super excited about today's guest.
Man, we got something special coming to you. We're spotlighting another local business here in the area. And that's the whole point of what we're doing right now with our John L. Scott Community Spotlight is we really want to shine a light on our small local companies. During the whole COVID-19, a lot of the companies, local businesses have gotten, they've seen struggles, have gotten hurt during the whole COVID-19. And we really want to make sure that we're helping out and doing our part and within the community and spotlighting some of those local businesses to help bring awareness, attention, and just generate more community business in our community. So that's what we're looking at doing today. And today we've got someone special coming on who's been a local business owner here for the last several years. So just kind of give you a quick introduction. We have Dmitriy Uzun from American Made Garage Doors. And American Built Garage Doors is a family-owned business. They've been in business for 4 years now, and they've been in the garage door industry since 2001. Dmitri's worked for several various companies throughout the Puget Sound for many years previously, but we're going to bring him on. He could kind of share with us his story about American Made Garage Doors and everything that they do. So
yeah, and if you do have a question for our guest, make sure you drop them in the comments so we can post them up and then we can get those questions answered for you.
Yep. All right. So Christy, before we bring Dmitry on, as always, we have like a little fun trivia question. And me and Christy were talking about this, trying to figure this one out. But Christy, what do we got?
All right, so for today's trivia question, the average garage door opens and closes approximately how many times per year? Is it 274, 730, 1,500, or 2,312? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to do math in my head, figuring how many times I open my garage door, how many days a year.
Times 2, because then you have to come out and in. What if you use the front door?
I know, right? We'll have to get Dimitri's take on this one and see what he says.
Yeah, so, we'll see. All right, we ready to introduce Dmitry?
Yeah, without further ado. Hey, good morning, Dmitry.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Christy. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Hey, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, Dmitry, tell us about yourself and American Built Garage Doors.
Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity again. American Built Garage Doors came about 4 years ago, 2016 to be exact, May. I started a remodeling company. After 2 or 3 months into it, I started getting calls from various people that I know. Hey, Dmitry, my garage door guy is out a month. If I buy the door, can you install it for me? Well, after I helped out 20 people, I was like, what am I doing? People are calling me, giving me the work, begging me to do it. So I updated my paperwork, obviously, got everything aligned, and focused on garage doors only. As a matter of fact, August would be exactly 4 years, which is where we are in August, exactly 4 years since I've been focusing garage doors alone. It's been a great journey. As far as my experience, it comes all the way from 2001, right after high school. It got to a point where I've done so many doors during the day. I got to a point that I would have nightmares. So that's why I decided to, yeah, I'll go into it a little bit. That's why I decided to switch to a remodeling, something different. And after those 2 or 3 months, people started calling me again. But anyways, the nightmares. I would have dreams that I'm at work, installing a door, having complications, fixing the issue, having a problem with the install, fixing the problem, getting the things done. Finally completed my day. I wake up in cold sweats. Okay, realizing it's only 6 a.m. I have to go back to work. But the weird part about it is, I go to work, I grab my paperwork. It's exact same address, exact same house, same door, same problem. I follow the dream, I'm out in no time. It happened to me twice. After the first time, I was like, you know what? I ignored it, but whatever, things happen. After the second time, well, I got to do something about it. So that's why I decided to switch. So fast forward, when I did switch, 3 months later, open up the garage. Why would I do that, right? Well, owning a business, it keeps you distracted on many levels. You got paperwork, you have taxes, you have estimates, you have sales, you have ordering, material acquisitions. You have a lot of things that keep you distracted from various problems, if you will. It's challenging. I like it. It keeps me on my toes. Especially I'm a Type A personality. I'm happy. It keeps me busy.
Good, good. So you've been doing this for quite a little bit,
Yes, sir.
a bit. Sounds like you've got a good broad aspect of not just garage doors, maybe some other skills in the building as well. Um, in particular, with the business that you guys own, what service area do you guys cover?
Well, that's a good question. Preferably, which is South King County, Pierce County, and Thurston County. I do travel to Kitsap County, also, as a matter of fact, Kitsap County as well, because I have one of my accounts is in Kitsap County. But I do travel to North King County, sometimes Snohomish. That depends if my customer or my account that I acquired here and they ended up building or remodeling or whatever the case may be is up there, then I follow them. Okay, because they've been giving me so much business. I don't overcharge them for a travel fee. I don't mark it up. I just commit to it, get it done. It's only one or two jobs, no big deal. The rest of them are down here in South anyway. So I just I just try to honor my agreement and without any complications, because they go through various stages of difficulties on their own. And if I impose more difficulty or more fees to that, that just overwhelms them, I guess. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be a solution to a problem, not additional problem.
Okay.
Awesome.
You,
You mentioned the garage doors and your transition to starting that. Are there any other services that you offer?
Typically, very minor to the garage door opening framing. Let's say I show up to a house and the frame is completely rotted and needs few boards replaced, or the header, the beam above needs to be replaced. Then yeah, I will go that extra 2-5 miles to get it done. Obviously, there'll be additional charge for it, but I am equipped and fully equipped to frame, fully equipped to replace any beams or whatever the case may be, and get the job done right. So yes, but
yeah,
obviously I prefer um, on garage doors alone because that's what you know I'm good at. That's what makes me money. Get it done, come home to my family, and that's about it.
there you go, Dimitri. We were talking a little bit earlier, and one of the things that really caught my attention was the focus of your business, maybe that niche market, maybe something that sets you apart from the others in regards to all the other garage door companies in the area. Tell us a little bit about that. What kind of sets your American-made garage doors apart?
Well, that's American built garage doors.
Sorry, American built.
So it's all good. Same thing, pretty much, right? Um, what sets me apart is I really want to brag about it. Is it just happened to me last week. I bid at a job. It was over the phone, right? So I gave them the number on replacement of the door. I come to the job site and I realized that not everything is in bad shape. So I was able to save the track and the springs and replace the sections and everything else. So the owner didn't know better. Okay, they don't know much about garage doors. So what I told them, hey, I told you this price, but because I was able to save your tracks and spring, now you get the $100 off for that. Just integrity is huge for me. Okay, if there is a way for me to save money for the customer, the owner, I will. I will find that way. I will not use it to my advantage because just simply because the customer is not aware of it or doesn't know much about it. I will not use that to my advantage to overcharge them and abuse them. I'll just say it what it is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. I know that when looking for any type of service, contractor, service, integrity and trust is probably one of the biggest things, that I look for, and I'm sure every other consumer is looking
Well,
for.
second thing is my quality of service, the install itself. My big thing is I don't repair doors, I install them. Meaning, once I install a door, I don't come back to repair them. They're done. They're done right. They, like we mentioned, how many times does a garage door open a year? I haven't done that much, but I'll tell you per day, on average, from 6 to 12 times a day. That depends on the size of the family. That depends on how many vehicles in the family, and how many cars are parking in the garage. All that. If the garage is being used as storage, then obviously it will be less than 6 times. But think about it. You taking away the trash, you open the garage door. Go get the mail, open the garage door. The kids are riding outside, open the garage door. You having a little party, open the garage door. Barbecuing, open the garage. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And front doors, they're used for that very purpose. They're designed for that purpose to be used, but people don't do that. They use the garage door. So, with that said, spending the cheapest the little amount of money on a garage door, a cheapest garage door, yet expecting a high performance, that's a little disbalance there, you know. So if you want something good, you gotta spend a little bit of money for a good garage door. Basically, meaning proper hardware. The
Yeah.
door could be various, could be the non-insulated, could be fully insulated, but it's really the hardware that plays a lot into it. So I can go on and on, but I'm not sure how much time we have.
Um, so I had a question. Where to go? Oh, so you had mentioned, it's a one and done. If, let's say, God forbid, there was something that happened, is there a warranty or is there any type of, yeah?
That is correct. There is warranty. I warranty 1 year. Um, Even though if I show up after 2, 3 years, right, even 5 years, um, and I see that the problem was my mistake at the install, I'll be done for free. And again, that's where integrity comes in. I don't if I realize that this is my mistake at time of install, it's free of charge. I don't charge the customer for my mistake, even though he lasted 5 years. Great, but I should have done that right in the first place, and I take that as a lesson not to make that mistake in my future installs. So every time I go to a repair, I examine what caused it.
Mm.
Okay, I can fix it, no problem. If I don't eliminate the actual problem, then I'll be coming back to this house many times a year, a month, or whatever. So I gotta eliminate the problem and then fix the door, and hopefully never come back to it in a good way. You know,
Of course.
There you go.
And does your business focus more on commercial or residential properties?
it's more of a residential, definitely. I do get commercials, rarely. As far as industrials, no industrials. As far as RV garage doors, because various people have their RV garages right next to their house or attached to the house. So that's part of it considered as residential, even though it's a commercial garage door. And I do also do apartments. That's considered commercial, but yet it takes a residential, door. So I do have an account with that as well, and I've done quite a few of them. My last project on apartments was a month ago. It was 10 doors. It's a small project. 10 doors. It took me 6, 7 hours to get them done. The superintendent was amazed.
Wow.
Wow, that sounds really quick.
It takes me an hour to put a door in.
It takes an hour.
About an hour.
Wow.
That's scary quick. That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, like I said, I've been in it for quite some time. There is no door I haven't done, no complication I haven't figured out. Been in the industry for quite some time, so it comes with it,
Yeah, Dmitry, if someone wanted to install a new garage door, is it wise to get an estimate? Do you do estimates?
Yes, sir. My estimates are free, obviously free of charge. And the way to get it done, obviously, that's going to answer the next couple of questions or answers that I have here for you guys. The way to contact me, the best is text message. Just text me your name, your address, and the time and day you're available, so I can put on my books and have it and call you back for an appointment. Or email, same thing. With that said, the way things are happening right now with this COVID stuff, right? Actually, it benefited me to get my company or my process a little bit more efficient, to where I reply back to that very email or text with a website of my supplier or brochures, right? So by the time I schedule that appointment for the estimate, the customer already has a preview of the type of doors available and what they really want. So go into that estimate, the customer is aware, and I know they communicated back to me what they're interested in on few options. So we're both prepared. And while I show up, obviously got my masks up, our social distance and stuff like that. And we already know we're on the same page, what we're talking about. We got the model numbers figured out. We've got the door size figured out. I'm there at the house for one reason and one reason only. That is to determine the door size and to determine the clearance inside the garage, as far as side clearance, headroom, how much space I have from the garage, from the top of the garage door to the ceiling. So I have enough space for the hardware, springs, and all that stuff. So that's the main reason why I go to the estimates that determine what type of hardware I need to bring with me to get that install done. At the same time, during that, let's say I show up back to install the door. During the installation, obviously, again, I ask the customer not to be in the garage because I'm all by myself. As long as I have my 6 feet or more, which is when nobody's in the garage, I have more than 6 feet. I hope I have the entire 400 square feet or whatever the garage is, all to myself. And then once I'm done, I let the customer know via text, whatever. They show up, masks up, and we go over the details. That's it. I mean, it actually helped me in the beginning. COVID regulations, they hurt me. First 3 weeks of May, it was a little difficult, but once we got it figured out, we got going. Now it's actually I'm busy, very busy.
Good.
And then, are you currently running any like specials or promotions or anything that we'd like to let our viewers?
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. I had this promotion last year, and for this very reason here today, just for whoever mentions John O. Scott's live stream here, military families, they do get a discount. That was $100 per door discount and $20 for the opener discount. So all you gotta say is that you're a military family. It could be a police officer. It could be fire department. I don't care. They're public servants serving our communities. I'll honor that deal.
Oh, that's awesome, Dimitri. That's great. Okay. Just I had a question. I was thinking about this in terms of garage doors. How often should they be replaced or even serviced?
That's a good question. Replaced based on the wear and tear, I would say. If that's a wood door and it's already smiling at the bottom, like you see cracks on the sides and the
Uh-huh.
center is hitting the floor, I would say that needs to be replaced.
Okay.
If the garage door is metal and it's in good shape, yet it's making noises that you don't like, and the sections can be salvaged, by all means, I've done that too. All I do is I replace the side hinges where the rollers are at
Uh-huh.
and upgrade the rollers themselves. Excuse me. And upgrade the rollers themselves. The rollers, the typical roller to come in is plastic with metal shaft. That's it. The rollers I upgraded to has actual bearing in there and covered with nylon, kind of a plastic rubberish type of deal for
Hmm.
for maximum silence. Okay, so it works great, and obviously lubricate the hinges and adjust the spring and whatnot, and then get it going again. I had quite a few jobs or customers that I've saved them money by doing so,
Yeah.
and they're happy. They're happy, and guess what? 3 years after that, 4 years after that, hey Dmitry, I'm ready to replace that door. Thank you for helping me out back then, but I'm ready to replace it. So let's do so. And that's great. So integrity again goes a long way. Honor
Yeah.
the customer, respect them, and don't think they're a fool for sure, because they're not. Um, and like I said, yeah, respect goes a long way.
Oh,
Awesome.
appreciate that.
So I know you mentioned the whole nightmare thing, but so what do you love most about your business?
The most about my business, the independence that I have if I need a day off or so for the family. That's one thing. The second best thing is meeting new people. I've met so many military vets, retirees, especially retirees. Those people are awesome to talk to. I
Mhm.
learn from them a lot. Which is, if I go to an install and there's a retiree there, I mean, I spend at least, if I could, 30, 40 minutes just talking, learning from their life experience, learning from their what they've seen, what they've done. If they open up to me, oh, I take that to my advantage. That's for sure, because I'm in my, I'm 37 and I got a long ways to go, and I don't mind learning, and I love learning from people, and I can get carried away.
Nothing wrong with that. Coming from a mindset of learning and getting some knowledge there from some of the elders who've been
Absolutely.
there before. I love
Oh
it.
yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it.
Learning from their mistakes, if they had any, I would love to. Just not
Yeah.
to repeat the same thing. Obviously, I have I have 3 kids of my own, um, and obviously that's not easy. Disciplining them, raising them um, in the right mindset. Obviously, because they growing up. My oldest is already 14. 2 more years she'll be driving. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do.
I
I
bet.
know. I know. Well, Dimitri, as we wrap up here, again, I appreciate you coming on and spending some time with us. It's been great. Before we let you go, what's a good phone number or email address that if someone's looking at putting a garage door, wants to get an estimate and give you a call, what's a good phone number and email address that we can reach out to you at?
Yes, sir. The phone number is 253-224-2900. That's my cell phone. It directs to me right away. If I don't pick up, leave a voicemail. If not, obviously it's always best just to text. Again, just a name, um, address, or way of contacting you. I will reply back no matter what. Even though I could be on a job, I could be on top of a ladder, or I could be with a customer an estimate. So don't freak out if I don't pick up.
Okay.
Usually I do pick up. And my email is it's my first name, last name, which is Dmitry dot Uzun at American Built Garage Doors, built with a T, garage door. So my garage, where I got the name, let me talk about this a little bit. I
Absolutely.
wanted something more of a, what's it called, that relates to us, to America, okay? Something that speaks volumes. And America is a great country. I immigrated from Ukraine, and this is the best opportunity that I ever had, and I love it so much. So when I wanted to dedicate this name for that very reason, and my garage doors, obviously, I buy them from two places. One is in Puyallup here, Washington. They have a Northwest Door, huge plant. So I get them from here. The second supplier I buy them from is Wayne Dalton. Wayne Dalton is located in Portland, Oregon. So both companies are locally. One is neighboring, but still local, and definitely, most definitely American. So that's what I support. I support local jobs. I support local businesses, and obviously, most of all, I support our local communities, our communities.
Yeah, it is super important, especially right now, to support, support local, shop local, help, small businesses thrive right now, because especially right now with COVID, a lot of
Yeah,
places are suffering. So I
definitely.
super respect that. That's great. I'm so glad that you guys do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Dimitri, we went ahead, we posted up your cell phone number, your contact information, all within our comment section chats. If you want to get a hold of Dimitri, give him a call. His cell phone number's there, and his email address is there to schedule an estimate for a garage door. Support our local businesses, and yeah, support our local businesses. And thank you again, Dimitri, for coming on. We really appreciate you taking the time out to come and share with us your story and your business.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Christy, thank you for putting this together. I'm grateful. Appreciate it. Thank you. I would
You
love
are
to
welcome.
meet you guys in person one day.
One of these
Definitely.
days,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop off some material at the offices. That'd be great.
Sure. I could probably stop by and drop some business cards if that's okay,
Yeah.
and probably print some those promotions that I just announced and drop those off so people are gonna have them. I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
And we'll get those out and distributed and pass the word out for you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right, Dimitri, take care. Thank you.
All
That
right.
was
Bye.
Dmitry Uzun from American Built Garage Doors. Give him a call. Thanks, Dmitry. That was good stuff, Christy.
That was great.
That was really great.
So,
So,
yeah, we would love to shine a spotlight on local businesses. So if you know any other local businesses that would like truly benefit from being on our community spotlight, let us know. We would love to feature them. We just want to share the love.
Christy, we still have a trivia question hanging out there, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do.
What
All
was
right.
that again?
Let me pull it up. All right. The average garage door opens and closes approximately how many times per year? 274, 730, 1,500, or 2,312? Steve, any
You
guesses?
know, do we have like some guests on the
Let me see. So on the back end poll, we have, it's between 730 and 1,500.
I've got a big family and we use that garage door like all the time. So I would guess high, but then that's just my family with a bunch of people and cars.
Which is crazy because I grew up in Miami and people don't use their garage doors for cars. So the garage doors never open. So that when I was here and I actually saw someone putting their car in a garage, I was like, I thought that was just in movies. It was the weirdest thing. But yeah, it's a thing.
What are they doing with the garage?
Um,
There's a car in there.
so back home, most people turn their garage into an efficiency, and then they'll rent it out. So then or they just use it for storage. But I've never seen a car in a garage until we moved here, or just in movies. I thought that was just stuff that happened in movies. So there's a little fun fact about my life. There you go. You're welcome.
There you go.
All right, so the trivia answer. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. The average garage door opens and closes 3 to 5 times per day, approximately 1,500 times per year. It's crazy. It's a lot of opening and closing. So you have to make
Yeah,
sure that you have a good garage door because you don't want that breaking apart.
I know. Holy smoke.
It's a lot.
Crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Christy, let's we've got a few events and some training coming up. So I'll go ahead and touch on that. So upcoming events and reminders. We do have for our John L. Scott Brokers and Family, we actually have a training series that's going on from now until the end of September. Every Thursdays, we have Wendy Lunt, who's a trainer who specializes in social media. She's from West, which is a training marketing company. And we have a class coming up Tuesday, next week, Tuesday, which goes over social media, Google My Business 101. So that's going to be on the 11th. Tomorrow, as always, we have Forms Friday class going on. Forms Friday class, we're going to be covering the purchase and sale agreement. That's a 2-week series. So part one is going to be starting tomorrow. You can go to our Facebook webpage and register for that class. Then we also have our Friday market update. So John L. Scott comes out with a market update every week on Friday. Tune into that. I believe that's at 8:30 as well. Correct, Christy? Jurgen and Davina from John L. Scott will be going over what's going on in the market, new listings coming to the market, so you can hear it here first, and then also the open houses that are scheduled for the coming weekend. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned for it. Every Friday, John L. Scott puts that out. And then Facebook Fridays, every Friday we bring in a person within the real estate industry that gives back and has great information. And this week we have the president and CFO, Gene Lee, and also Dennis Haley, director of Trend Graphics, who's going to be coming onto Facebook, and they're going to be going over how to use trend graphics in your business. So it's an analytical program that could go into the analytics of what's going on in a particular area in Washington. So if you want to focus in on what's going on in Thurston County or within Tacoma or even within a neighborhood within that area, you could kind of dial it in, dial it out, fine tune it, and really take a look on what's going on with market trends in the area. It's a great program to put together graphs, all the analytics, pie charts, some demographics as well, I believe. So they will be on Facebook Friday. So that's kind of our news for the week and events for the week. And we are trying to put a spotlight on what we're doing today with the community and just bringing you the news that you can use for the week. So,
All right.
sound good, Christy?
That sounds great. Are you ready to wrap this up for today?
Yes, let's do that. So, we appreciate you guys coming in. We will be doing the community spotlight again next week. If you are a business owner, local business, and you want to be spotlighted, please give us a call, reach out to us, drop a message in the message section, reach out to us on Facebook. We'd love to have you on the show and just kind of to help small local businesses. So, anything else, Christy?
No, I'll count us down. You ready?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Bebo!
Bebo! Thanks again, guys.